California, Sunshine Pop. Drive down Ventura Highway, Ocean Boulevard. You're in a convertible, all spiffed up with maybe a few splashes of psychedelic colors. Crank up the AM radio. You might be listening to KHJ in Los Angeles. Crank it up. They're playing this record by Parade. Spring 1967. Sunshine Girl. They sound a little bit like the Monkees. Just a little bit. Three-man group. Two of those guys were actors. One of them, Murray McLeod. McLeod is MacLoed, just in case I mispronounced his name. He was in Hawaii Five-O and Kung Fu. They came out with a record called, Sunshine Girl. It was on the A&M record label and Billboard's Hot 100. The week of May, I wrote down the date. It was May the 13th, 1967. It jumped from 35 to number 25. It would go as high as number 20 on Billboard's Hot 100, but it's forgotten 45. You very seldom hear it on the Odie stations, on the FM Odie stations. On the satellite radio stations like 60's on 6, they'll play it every now and then. One other thing I mentioned about this record, needless to say, if you know the history of California rock and roll, the Wrecking Crew played on this record. Crack session musicians. Hal Blaine, the legendary Hal Blaine, who played on drums on so many records in the 60s and some in the 70s, drummer on this record. Carol Kay, the legendary Carol Kay, bass player. She came up with a bass line, the bass figure. Remember the Grassroots Midnight Confessions when it started out like dun, 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 dun. Well, she came up with that bass part. She also came up with the bass part of Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell. Carol Kay. She was middle-aged by the time she played on this record. She was late 30s, early 40s, I think. But a very prolific session musician. That's all I got to say. Parade. Sunshine Girl from May 1967. Billboard's Hot 100 presented by Mr. DJ.